Hey, it's Emily and welcome to a brand new reading vlog. So guys, it is the end of an era. I'm 99% sure that this is the last intro I'll ever do in front of these bookcases, but I thought I would squeeze in one more reading vlog before the move, and I've decided to do a 24-hour reading challenge. Now this week I have quite a lot of time on my hands. My flatmate's away at the minute, so I feel like now's the perfect time to attempt the 24-hour reading challenge again. If you've been around the last year or so, you'll know that I tried the 24-hour challenge. I failed it. I tried again, but did it as 12 hours, and that was successful. So I feel like with the week I've got planned ahead of me, I can do the 24-hour reading challenge before I move out. Because I remember the first attempt, I read probably 14 hours and it was a week and a half later. I didn't pick a good time to try it. However, here we are. Attempt number 2, I guess, at 24 hours. But yeah, I'm all ready to set a timer for 24 hours. I guess I should talk about what book I'm currently reading, because last night I was going to save the book to start at the start of this vlog. However, I started watching the Stanley Cup final, and in the ad breaks and things like that, I was reading. So last night I started Finn Rhodes Forever. I literally started at midnight waiting for Face Off at 1, but it was actually 20 past 1. So I got about an hour's reading in before the game last night. So I'm up to chapter 12, which is page 64. This is the last book in the Queen's Cove series, and I'm kind of ready for this series to be over in the nicest way. I absolutely adored, if you didn't know, I absolutely adored the second book in the series. First one was okay, loved the second one, DNF'd the third one, and so I've been kind of scared to pick up the fourth one because I went into the third one with really high expectations after loving the second one, which is The Wrong Mr. Right. However, the third one scared me, so here we are, gonna finish off the series. I also have it on my Kindle and we'll go from there. Tomorrow I'm also starting Iron Gold with Becca, we're buddy reading it. So yeah, hopefully, should be a very productive vlog. Get lots of reading done in these 24 hours. Chloe's literally about to do some reading sprints, so I'm gonna start reading in her first sprint and yeah, crack on with Finn Rhodes Forever. I feel like I should actually tell you what it's about. It's a romance and it's set on a small town called Queen's Cove on Vancouver Island. And this follows, I think it's a second chance romance. They went their separate ways at 18 when they graduated high school, and it's been 12 years, I think. And now that Finn is moving back to Queen's Cove after 12 years, I think sparks are gonna fly between Finn and Olivia. So yes, I will catch up with you when I have an update. Good morning! So it is the next day, and last night I thought I read more than this, but according to the timer, I read 2.5 hours, so I'm down to 21.5 hours to go. I definitely will get through a lot of that today because I have no plans, just sorting, tidying, packing for moving, and a couple little errands to run. So yeah, should be able to definitely get more of that done, especially because I'm starting my buddy read with Becca today for Iron Gold. I'm starting this bad boy. I need to get up to at least chapter 10 today, which is page 87. I just love it. I just love this series. I'm so scared to reread this. But yes, last night I did get to the kind of 50% mark in Finn Rhodes Forever, and I'm definitely enjoying it a lot more than In Your Dreams Holden Roads. My thoughts on this so far, so I was a bit concerned because on the back it says, I'll pretend to date him, but actually I'm trying to get him to dump me. And the way it kind of was set up was that Finn absolutely loves Olivia and he's moving back and he wants to prove to her that he's changed. He is the man for her. He's not the reckless, silly little teenager, because they last saw each other when they're 18. He's grown up, he's a man now, and he wants to prove himself to Olivia. He absolutely loves her, from the bottom of his heart. And then she goes, yeah, sure, I'll date you. I'll go out with you. And I was worried that it would give him false hope and it would destroy him, and she's being really mean, and because she's doing really stupid things to try and make them break up and put him off her, and I was worried that she was going to be really horrible to him and it was just going to be mean. But actually he very early on clicked what she was trying to do, because she did a really bad haircut, she will like a really ugly outfit for their date and things, and so he clocked on very early that that was what she was trying to do. And so now they kind of have this little battle going on of like who can almost embarrass the other more in a way, and that's been really sweet to actually read. Their little like banter together is quite nice, and you can tell that they were best friends like a long time ago before it all went tits up when they were 18. My goal is to read about 50 pages of this at least today, because I have 85 pages of dense sci-fi to read as well, but I'm so excited, so excited. I have the audiobook ready, locked and ready to go, and yeah, I think without further ado, I need to tidy my living room, so I'm going to do that listening to Iron Gold. So let's see how much I can listen to. Obviously I'll keep the timer running when I'm listening to an audiobook, so it's all included, but yeah. I am a walking work of art. Brown, scarlet, black, ochre, peach, ruby, olive, violet, fawn, granite, mauve, chocolate, gold, cream and crimson and silver and gold and azure and lemon and sage pink and blue. Oh, pink and orange and blue. There's one more angel in heaven. So guys, I have not done a lot of reading this evening, in case you couldn't tell from what you just saw. I am also sorry if I look like I've just cried, because I have. Not anything bad at all. Like first world problems. I cried because I am not going to see Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat again. This year anyway, like this tour. Like I just got so upset because I saw it in February and it was like highlight of my year. I'm literally getting emotional now because I loved Joseph so much, and it came to a town near me last week and I didn't go. So I had a very Joseph themed evening, but before then I listened to I listened to today's pages of Iron Gold. So I'm up to chapter 10, which is page 87, as I said earlier. And I'm so excited to be back in the world with these characters, and this is the first book where we get like multiple POVs. It's not just Darrow now, so it's really interesting to see different people's opinions and views of Darrow when they don't know him, but like obviously it's an outside perspective which we haven't had before. Like we've solely been in Darrow's head for the first 3 books. So even though I have read this before, I forgot that we had Lysander's point of view. Fantastic, but yeah, I'm so daunted by it already, but I know I'm gonna love it. And then I did sit and read about 50 pages of Finroad's Forever. So I'm about, I want to say 62% of the way through or something according to my Kindle, but I'm up to chapter 40, which is page 249. So I haven't got lots left. It's about 380-ish pages, I want to say maybe. Oh, whoa. I might have just seen a spoiler. Oops. 382 pages. So I've got about 133 pages left. I might sit and read for a bit tonight in bed, but in terms of the timer, we are down to 18 hours 37 minutes, so nearly I was gonna say a third, it's not a third, nearly a quarter of the way into this challenge, but that's fine. I'm gonna probably read a bit more in bed, judging by that. Yeah, I thought I'd do a little update. Hope you enjoyed the Joseph themed activities, the dancing around. I love Joseph. I really love Joseph. I feel like the production that we saw in February was so good. I grew up on the Donny Osmond movie, which is so iconic to me and my friend, with just like so many inside jokes about that like film. I mentioned it in my Ultimate Bookish video the other day. We did some scrapbooking and even that was Joseph related. Like we literally made an Ainsley Harriott like collage Joseph, because Ainsley Harriott was the only head big enough in the magazine. But it's just, yeah, Joseph makes me so happy. It was literally 15 minutes away from me last week and I didn't go. I nearly went to a matinee in the week the other day because I wasn't working. I really fancied just like a little pick-me-up, but I was too scared to go by myself. Like, I've never gone to a theatre by myself before, but I so wish I'd just done it. That's my little update. I am going to keep reading. Hopefully, I definitely want to read for at least 37 minutes, get down to that 18-hour mark, so we're definitely 6 hours in. And yeah, like it says, it's 10 to 11 at night, so I should probably get cracking. But yeah, I'll update you probably in the morning. At this point. I'm going to start moving some stuff tomorrow. And yeah, gonna be me and the dog tomorrow, so very exciting. I just started listening to my audiobook on a dog walk and I pressed cancel on the timer instead of play, and I can't remember where we were. So I feel like as punishment I should go back to 18 hours. It's so annoying. So annoying. Here he comes. Ruffy dog, this way. Can't believe it. Hello, so I'm now sat in my new room. My dad has now painted it. We've got new carpets down. I can't wait to get my furniture in here and the bookcases. But I thought I'd do a little update from here. Behind me is where my bed is gonna go. But yeah, I thought I'd do a little update from here. It's no longer that peachy pink colour that, if you remember, if you've watched my videos recently, I've been back and forth and done updates from here. It was, yeah, peachy coloured. But now it's more me, white and green. But yeah, I feel like I didn't do that much reading today, so this might be a bit of a rubbish update. After the whole incident with the timer, it's only now down to 16 hours and 19 minutes. I don't know what time I cancelled it on, so I then went back to 18 hours. So I might have read more than that, but I don't know. But I did read, of course, today's pages of Iron Gold. So I'm up to chapter 20, which is page 172. Still really enjoying it, still loving all the characters, the drama. I was out this evening for a lot of the evening, but when I got back, I've read about 5 chapters, I think. Basically 5 chapters. So I've read about 30 pages of Finn Rose Forever. So yeah, like I said, I've not really read much today. I've mostly just read that Iron Gold. But it is game 4 of the Stanley Cup final tonight, which is at 1 AM. Now, it's about 10 PM now. I have energy. I've just had a KFC, which I haven't had in about 5-6 years. 16 hours, 19 minutes. I reckon we can get that down to 15, maybe 14 hours before the Stanley Cup final. I reckon 15 hours. We can read for an hour and 20 minutes. We can do that. But yeah, I'm going to keep reading Finn Rose Forever. I want to get hopefully to the 75% mark. I still don't know how I feel about this in regards to keeping it in my collection or not after finishing this. It's very much just like a bog standard romance. Some bits I'm like they are making me smile. Like some scenes are making me smile, they make me laugh. The way that they are trying to embarrass each other, but like they just roll with it because they're so confident like in themselves. They just roll with it and they're happy with it. I will keep reading. I probably won't do an update tonight because I'll probably just get into my PJs and then yeah, get ready for the Stanley Cup final game 4. That's pretty much all I have to say. When you see this, it will be less than a week until I move, because I've moved like all my books now, pretty much all my books, my kitchen stuff, and some clothes. I just need to move all the essentials and the furniture. Crazy. But cannot wait to set up my new library, and of course I'll be documenting all of that. So yeah, that's it for me tonight. I feel like otherwise I'll just sit here rumbling about absolute nonsense, but yeah, I thought I'd give you a cheeky sneak peek of my new bedroom. So yeah, I'll chat to you probably tomorrow now. Yes, I'll never know. Losing almost all my energy. It's getting hard to talk to you, and I'm the only one who speaks. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want. So here I am, I'm back again. Oh, hello. I think Murphy wants to say hello. He doesn't like when I'm talking to someone that's not here. Like if I'm on the phone, he's up in my face. He's just a bit funny when you're talking to someone that's not him and there's no one here. But yes, I did just sit and read all in one sitting The Slippery Slope by Lemony Snicket, which is, as I said, book 10 in the series of unfortunate events. This is one of the best ones so far, I think, in my opinion. We're really like putting the puzzle pieces together now as to this VFD stuff, this mystery group that their parents were part of, and we discovered more things that added up in the previous book. So for example, I'm trying to think of something that's not spoilery. We're tying in things from the first like 4 books that at the time didn't seem connected at all. Now they're coming together. I am enjoying the fact that that's now all coming together, and it's not just, you know, like a miserable time, a miserable time, a miserable time. I'm also enjoying the fact that it's not just Mr. Poe coming in and placing them in with some random person. Like they're getting themselves into these situations in other ways that's not just Mr. Poe. But Mr. Poe has gone quiet, so I'm interested to see what's going on there. But yeah, I think it says like 4 weeks wait though for the next audiobook. I'm really enjoying the audiobooks. The audiobook's narrated by Tim Curry, who I love as an actor. He's actually on my living room wall as Frankenfurter. And I don't know if you know, but if you've listened to the audiobooks, you might know. There is a song associated with each of the audiobooks, and there's an album called The Tragic Treasury or something. I can have a look on my laptop quickly because I have it on Spotify. She says, I don't know where it's gone. Yeah, The Tragic Treasury. Each audiobook has a song. Have you moved? I don't know. But yeah, each of the kind of song titles are connected to the book as well. It's like every like 4 chapters they'll play a little snippet of the song, and it was good fun. Good fun. Here for the music. A couple of them have even made it to my actual playlist. So they're not bad. They're decent songs, but they're creepy. They're quite eerie, some of them. There we go. Time-wise, which is what this challenge is all about. Time-wise, we are now down to 10 hours, 13 minutes. Now, it was my goal to be sub 10 hours. I still plan to do that. It's 10 past 11 now. The next book that I will be reading is My Life Next Door, but I'm going to sit for a minute, just have a little break because I have literally just sat and read this all in one sitting. Just have a break, update my spreadsheets, do the kind of Goodreads updates, watch a bit of YouTube, and then I'll read for at least, 13 minutes. I'll read for at least 13 minutes before midnight or before I go to bed. Back to some young adult romance. We'll see how this goes because it sounds exactly like something I would have loved as like a 14-year-old in like year 10. But I don't know if it will match my taste now. And if I don't like it, then I'll just do an F and unhaul, like it's not the end of the world. But yeah, I probably won't do another catch up tonight. We'll see. Because yeah, like I said, it's 10 past 11 and I'm tired. We're on a roll today. We are on a roll today. Hello, so the timer did go off. I wanted to film it going off, but missed it by like 2 seconds. By the time I got my camera loaded up, it was like just gone. So, a bit of an update, because I feel like I haven't spoken to you. Oh, shit, I've got to go out in 10 minutes. Okay, I fully forgot that I had an appointment in half an hour. Right. We'll do a very speedy update. Oops, okay, right. That's frazzled my brain. Reading update. I feel like I didn't update you across like the last 10 hours of this challenge, which is a considerable amount of time really regarding reading. In terms of Iron Gold, 1 day left. 1 day left. We're up to page 510. We're so nearly done and I'm scared but loving it, absolutely loving it. So yeah, I feel like this is also going to be a 5-star. Those are the vibes I'm getting. I feel like That's a decent amount that I've read over the course of this vlog anyway. In terms of my life next door, don't know if I've ever updated you on this, I can't really remember. I'm up to page 122, which is chapter 15. So I haven't been reading it too much because I started reading Ride With Me, which is for another vlog, so I'll save my reviews and thoughts for that. But I'm up to page 182. I literally was reading this as the time went off, and weirdly, conveniently, the time went off like a line before the end of the chapter. So tied in perfectly what happened in this vlog. So we obviously have been reading this daily. I read Finn Roads Forever. I read a series of unfortunate events, book 10 was it? Slippery Slope. About 120 pages of this. About 100, nearly 200 pages of this. A quick review of my thoughts of this. I'm trying to keep an eye on the time even though it's been like 2 minutes. This is a rare case where a YA book is giving me exactly the YA vibes I'm after. I don't think it's well written. I don't think it's a particularly good book so far, but the vibes, it's just the vibes that are there. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I would have eaten this up as like 14, 15 year old, like 5 stars. Maybe not 14, 15, but like, yeah, around like year 10, which is 14, 15. So I am actually enjoying reading this. Like, the reading experience is good. I can look at it and accept that it's not like a good book, but also I'm having a good time with it. But yes, as soon as I finish this, I'll be straight back onto this. But yeah, I had to pick up this for a vlog that's coming a couple of days after this video. So yeah, I read a little bit of this at my ice skating lesson earlier, like before, because I like to get there like 15 minutes before and just sit relaxed, ready for the lesson. So I thought I'd take my book along today, read like a few pages, waiting for my lesson to start. But yeah, I am gonna dash off now because I fully forgot about this appointment and it's kind of important, and that is why I set reminders on my phone. I feel like that was a fairly successful vlog. It's my first ever successful 24-hour reading vlog. I feel like it was low-key stressful, but I also had a good time doing it, and it took longer than I thought it would, but at the end of the day, I had fun. I completed it, read some good books. We completed 2 books, nearly completed a third, and then like half of 2 others, so it's been a bit chaotic. So I apologise for that, but we did it. So if you made it to the end, please give it a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you're new around here, because I really do appreciate each and every one of you, and I look forward to seeing you soon with a brand new video. Bye!